go where I want and I do what I want. My belt match the kicks, don't you go Bonner? Empty to the Jeep, man. Who you think he gonna be? Now I'm back with the best reaction channel on YouTube that wouldn't be possible without you too. Now the title of this video is going to be Judge Boyd, she is back again, felon with a gun. But before we get in this video, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But if you're one of my day ones, go ahead and do the like and drop a comment like you always do. Now without wasting any time, let's get into it.
Court is calling.
Today we're in Judge Boyd's courtroom with two hearings where the defendant is facing 2 years in prison. Okay. Just so you guys know, in California, a felon with a firearm carries 3, 6, and 8. So it's a minimum 3 years, mid sentence is 6. Let's see what they're talking about in wherever they're at. How much is a felon with a firearm over there?
2023 CR 8093, State of Texas versus Monica Wade. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Your name shouldn't be Monica Wade, by the way. That's not the right last name for you.
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense? Are you Monica Wade? You entered a plea of guilty
Include a clip of January 24. Okay, bet.
on October 17th to the offense of felon in possession of a firearm. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison.
Told you 5, 2, 3, 6, and 7, 3, 6, and 8. Damn, she pleaded to that though. She pleaded to 5 years. Oh shoot, I don't know if I'm gonna plead to 5 years. I mean, unless they're talking about the 8, then I might have to plead to the 5 years. But ooh, that's crazy. 5, 5.5.
Firearm, October 17th.
Oh.
To
I'm trying to tell y'all, get that license, man. Get that CCW, get that permit. Like, don't go out like this.
the offense of felon in possession of a firearm. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison.
Damn.
And the state is silent on your application. Was there a PSI done in this case? All right, thank you. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report?
I'm not familiar with the PSI is. I think, oh yeah, PSI is I think it's your previous criminal history, something like. I don't know what the SI stands for, but I know it's previous something. So I think it's like your charges that you've had like previously, and they're trying to like weigh that in with your charges. But if you took a plea deal, I don't understand why they're even caring about that. Well, actually, I do know why they're caring about that, because you can make a deal, like your lawyer can make a deal with the DA and be like, yo, felon with a firearm, the DA wants 8. Your lawyer comes and says, yo, we'll settle for 5. The DA says, fine, we don't want to deal with this. We'll deal the 5. And then you go to the court and the judge is like, 5 for a felon? Nah. Plus you did all this extra stuff. Nah, I'm not going to deal with the 5. I think you get 8. The judge has the final say in everything. So you do not want to be in front of Judge Boyd when they got the final say. That's all I know.
Parties had a chance to review the PSI.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report? State?
Not to the state.
Defense? All right, anything you wish to say to the court? I'm sorry, you need to speak up so I can hear. So the state is silent on your application. Why should I give you deferred?
Oh,
I've really changed.
okay, cool. Dang, my hair is long. Got caught up in the mic. See, looped it. That was crazy. Okay. So they actually, so they said they got 5 years, but she's going to get deferred, which means they're going to just actually put her on probation and just let her sentence just hang. But it's up to Judge Boyd. Ooh, so now you got to explain to her why you shouldn't go to jail. I'm glad you wore a nice outfit. Look like you're going on your way to church.
I gave you deferred.
I've really changed a lot of things. I'm not even going to lie. When my son was killed, I kind of went downhill from there. I did in Hayes, almost a year in Hayes County.
Yeah.
And, I have grandchildren now, and I can't afford to be in jail or make any bad decisions.
Your reason for getting deferred is the deferred sentence is you've learned a lot in a year and you're a grandmother now. I think you need more with Judge Boyd. I'm sorry. You need a little more. I learned. You need a little more. I went to anger management classes. Like, I'm be real with you. I got a deferred sentence before my past. I'm not gonna go too much into my situation. But look, I came into court with documents, anger management. When got a license, like when did all this kind of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I made sure I had documents to show that I was in the process of learning and getting better in my life. Like, you know what I mean? You can't come here and say, I learned a lot. Where did you learn it at? Because we got a place for you where you can sit down and do a lot of learning for 5 years. That's what the judge is thinking.
Or make any bad decisions.
And then the one that was gay. Are we telling the court either position or believe that you intend to fulfill all of the conditions
absolutely.
that was imposed?
Yeah.
All right, so what is this crystal substance that you had?
It was something that I had in my possession at the time.
Yeah, what is it? What was it?
It was crystal meth.
All right, when you
Oh no.
drug test today, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
Oh, and you failing drug tests on pro.
We're going to do a drug test today.
Feel like Ron Halker.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get this.
Yes. All right, do your drug test and then I'll make my decision.
Oh, please pass this drug test. If that's all it takes, please pass this.
We're going to go on the record in 2023 CR 8093, State of Texas versus Monica Wade. Ms. Zach,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Don, can
Wade.
you announce for the record?
Zach Dunn for the state, Your Honor.
All right. We are back on the record in the state of Texas versus Monica Wade.
Oh no, the urine analysis, the UA, the urine analysis didn't turn out well. How you? Okay, quick side note though, side quest. I just got to say this, y'all. I used to always wonder when I was on probation, getting in trouble. I would get in trouble because my dirty test was for marijuana. It takes 30 days for marijuana to get out your system. Sometimes more, depending on what you smoke. If you drink water, all your water intake, things like that. Crystal meth, cocaine, things like that are out of your system in 2 days. 2 days. That's it. Max. Max 3 days if you drink zero water. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you just drink a soda all day. Like, so my question is, how you know you got caught in 3 days or in 2 weeks? Like, see, if it was me, I smoke weed tomorrow. If I got a drug test in May 20th, I'm in trouble. Like, even if I quit smoking, like, you had a court, let's say you had a court date. Today's April 25th. Say you knew you had a court date April 25th. You could smoke crack right now on April 22nd and go into court and be clean. So how you get a dirty drug test? This is the stuff that the judges and people be thinking about. I know I did. I used to be upset going to jail.
Zach Dunn for the state, Your Honor.
All right. We are back on the record in the state of Texas versus Monica Wade. Miss Wade, I'm going to give you a choice. I read the report. I know there are issues. I will either sentence you to prison or either I will give you probation. I will sentence you to prison for 3 years or either I give you probation for 8. Which do you prefer?
I'd like to.
All right.
She said, I'll give you prison for 3 years or probation for 8. You know, everybody taking probation. Shoot, Young Thug took 15 years, 20 years of probation. Dang.
Either I give you probation for 8. Which do you prefer?
I'd like to.
All right. Court is finding you guilty. The court is sentencing you to 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. And Adriana, if you could tell me what the court cost in this will be, it's a 3rd-degree felony. Taking into consideration 2023 CR 9034, there's $60 restitution to SAPD for testing, and 2023 CR 9034, regular reporting by Zoom or in person.
Okay.
Regular random UAs, proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, field visits 1 time per month.
Wait, what happened to her with minors? Why is that not allowed? That's something happened with her case.
For 3 months. And then at the probation's discretion thereafter, 200 hours of community service restitution, MIC evaluation, or some type of trauma counseling, Parenting classes. Once you've completed the parenting classes, your community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court?
No.
And what is the cost of court costs? All right, the court cost in this case is going to be $325.
Okay.
If that is given to you in installments, will you be able to pay it?
Yes.
All right. Defense, there's something you wanted to say?
Judge, she did participate in complete parenting course.
All right. Is Child Protective Services involved in this case?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, come on. Come on. Hey, that's what I said. Hey, you're looking at it in real time. When you come to court with documentation that shows you actually took the initiative on yourself and did these classes, you see Judge Boyd, even she was upset. She was like, because you just said you finished this parenting stuff. You ain't got no community service. Now look at her. She's like, we did it already, Your Honor. Here's the paper. And any other judge would have been like, all right, bet. But Judge Boyd is upset because, you know what I'm saying, that's Judge Boyd. But yeah, look.
All right, this was completed in January 2024.
Yes.
That's been over a year, so you're going to have to redo it. Do you understand?
No, that was just.
Okay. It says date of course of completion, January. Oh, 24. I keep forgetting we're in 2024. Thank you for speaking up. All right, just turn that into.
See, told you.
Probation, it'll be acceptable.
Okay.
Told you.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Whatever,
We're off the record. You can go take your break. All right. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you feel like there's an issue, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Court is calling 2000. You need to slide over this way. Court is calling 2023
You're missing, sir.
CR 8093 State of Texas versus Monica T. Wade.
Wait, you back? Oh, that's okay. That's what they meant when they said she's back. I thought they meant Judge Boyd is back. Oh, shoot, you came back with the 8 years of probation of your. Oh, judges don't like that.
Court is calling 2023
At least you had a custody.
CR 8093 State of Texas versus Monica T. Wade. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris Sidman.
Denny Callahan defense.
And are you Miss Wade?
Yes.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand?
Damn. So I told you, they said, look, the first thing they said is, we trying to revoke that probation. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you the same Monica T. Wade who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 8093 for the offense of felon in possession of a firearm on January 25th, 2024 for a term of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes.
State?
Violated condition number 1, Your Honor. In condition number 11. Thank you, Your Honor.
Drug test? What? How you violate?
All right. According to condition number 11, the state is alleging that on or about the 20th day of May 2024 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Monica T. Wade, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer on the next working day after being released from jail for a new arrest in violation of condition number 11. How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Wait, what?
Uh,
You didn't.
State?
You got 8 years probation and didn't even report to the probate.
Any other violations?
Waive and abandon the remaining violations, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 11, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 5 years in prison
Yes, ma'am.
and up to a $1,500 fine?
That is the scariest thing in the world. And I don't know if y'all caught it, so I'm gonna let you guys know. Did you see the officers escort the inmates inside? Right, cool. They're actually bailiffs, what they're called. But once they start talking about you're going to do some jail time, possibly, the bailiff automatically stands behind you in case they have to cuff you up real quick and take you back. That is one of the scariest things in the world that I had to experience. Walking into court and being like, "Hey," and then the DA surprised you're not in custody with the oranges, and they're like, "Oh yeah," and then you just feel the presence of a big DA or a bailiff behind you, like, and he's grabbing the handcuffs, like waiting to see what the judge says. That is crazy. That's a crazy feeling. I'm trying to tell you. Now watch. Now watch them escort her. Now watch her escort, and then watch how the bailiff get behind her.
In prison
Yes, ma'am.
and up to a $1,500 fine.
Don't worry about it.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 11?
Yes, ma'am.
Court is finding violation of condition number 11 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, to impose jail sanction, but otherwise continue on supervision.
Your Honor, we ask that the time that she has already served be considered as JSAT on the jail sanctions, if the court is going to go that direction.
All right. So why should she be continued? What has she done on probation?
Oh, sorry, you guys can't see it, but it says it's always good to do at least something while you're on probation. Didn't I just say that? Fine, I'm not gonna say it again. I said it a couple minutes ago, but that's what the judge want to hear. You need some documentation, something.
She's been on probation since January of 2024. What has she done? Probation?
Nothing.
A judge.
Oh,
Since January of 2024, she's submitted 3 negative drug tests, with the most recent of 6/17/2024. She has completed her mental health evaluation.
Okay.
Her parenting class is complete as well,
Okay.
and that you waived her community service hours with that completion of the parenting class.
Right.
There's been a total credit of $150 toward her fees and fines.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
and that's it, Judge.
All right. So
Hey.
she's pled to having been arrested and not report to probation after her arrest. What has she been arrested for?
Uh-oh.
May I address the court?
Yes.
Felon in possession. That case is still pre-indictment pending. It's independent
In possession of what? A firearm or some drogas?
of the resolution of this case.
Wait, how you go to probation hearing and they're like, yo, she's clean off drugs. Oh, what's her case? Possession of drugs. Like, wait, hold on. Either you didn't get a chance to do them yet, or you selling, or what? What's happening?
All right. So she's on probation for felon in possession of a firearm. I know the state has not proceeded on the violation that you just mentioned, the felon in possession of a firearm. But my concern is that she was arrested and she didn't report to probation after her arrest. So does she want to explain to the court why she did not do that?
Yes.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Monica Wade.
All right, why didn't you report?
When I initially got out of jail, I was not informed to go to report to the office.
I'm sorry, you was not?
Informed to go report to my probation, but I contacted.
That's not a good enough excuse, big dog. Sorry. Anybody on probation knows that's the rule. If you get arrested or have any police contact, as soon as they leave you alone or they let you go home, you're supposed to report to your probation officer the next time you check it. Yeah. It's supposed to be the next time you check in, depending on your probation status. It's not like you go call them the very next day, but it depends on your probation status. If you're on heavy supervised probation, then I think you might. I don't know, though. Actually, let's learn together. I know in California, it's the next time you check in.
Did my attorney, because my concern was I going to be issued an MTR immediately since they gave me the
No, but
possession.
it's in your conditions that when you're arrested, you need to contact probation and let them know. That's one of your conditions. Am I wrong in that?
No.
Okay, so you knew you were supposed to report after an arrest.
Okay, so then when I contacted the attorney, I asked him, I said, is there an MTR that was issued? Because if that was the case, I would like to see if I could do a satellite walkthrough. That way we have to go through the whole process of sitting
Wait, she was carrying a gun a day after she was released? Oh, no.
being in jail and doing all this, all that.
Well, no, let's go back to the fact that you knew because you had
She ain't gonna, hey, yeah, she ain't letting you get away with none of that.
This, all that.
Well, no, let's go back to the fact that you knew because you had conditions of probation that when you're arrested, and you just told me you knew when you're arrested and you're released, you have to report to probation. So what I'm hearing from you, and if I'm wrong, correct me.
Okay.
What I'm hearing from you is the reason why you didn't want to report to probation is because you didn't want to get arrested and have to wait at the jail. You wanted to do the easy way and see if you could do satellite. Am I correct in my interpretation?
Yes.
No, ma'am. When
All
I
right.
did get the rules and the regulations.
Even me and the person who made the video was like, yes. Oh, okay, no. She's like, no.
I did not know until after the fact,
Accountability.
when I was contacting my attorney about this MTR, is when I got my probation
Sorry.
paperwork and I read it, and it did state that I had to report after.
No.
I was not aware of it before.
Stop the
Yeah,
cat.
but they go over conditions with you, every condition.
Yeah.
I must have not heard it. I just didn't. So that's why I didn't go report immediately, but I had been reporting with no problem. I haven't given them any issues. I'm on top of the classes. I'm on top of the money. I'm on top of.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but you know what you're not on top of? And I don't
Pardon?
know that the allegations, the state has waived and abandoned that in the allegations, but what you're not on top of is.
You see that? You see the bailiff still behind her, right? I'm just saying, you see that the woman behind her? See her head pop out right there? She's waiting for judge to say, go ahead and do your job. Cuff her up. That's crazy.
Waived and abandoned that in the allegations, but what you're not on top of is you were arrested for another offense.
Yes, ma'am.
And the number one thing when you're on probation is don't commit any new offenses, allegedly.
Correct.
And I'm not going to get into that new offense because the state is not proceeding on that,
Oh, okay.
but you have to report.
Damn.
And I'm inclined to follow your agreement, but I'm not inclined to have you walk out of here without doing your jail time.
Uh-oh.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else you wish to say?
No, ma'am.
Ooh.
All right. And what jail time are you all asking for?
The credit that she already has is how much? 25.
So, well, no, how much time is the state asking for her as a condition? Mhm. I'm not giving you credit for the 25 days. You're going to go into custody today.
Oh!
All right. The court will deny the motion.
Oh!
Alternate mean condition.
Oh! Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, did you see that? Look, see, they want you to, that's why they keep the bailiff right there. Because look, I'm giving you, you're going into custody right now. Boom, hands behind the back. Don't try to run. Don't move. Don't fidget. Nah, right there immediately. And this is bad. Oh, no credit for the 25 days. Judge Boyd ain't playing with him.
Okay. All right. The court will deny the motion. Alternate mean conditions to include 25 days in the Bexar County Jail. Upon your release, you need to report to probation. And state, you need to figure out what is going to be happening with that new case. How much time do y'all need to determine what you all want to do with
That's
that
crazy.
case, or
They already
what's
dropped.
going to happen with it?
Unclear.
All right. And Mr. Callahan, are you on the new case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Ferguson, her new case,
That's crazy.
let's set that in 60 days.
That's crazy.
And if you could give her a reset for that. Probation, is there anything else? All right, thank you.
I'm not even gonna lie, fam. That was diabolical. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, I want to say shout out to one of my favorite members of Ink T Reacts channel, and that is Sacred, because she put us on Judge Boyd. I've heard murmurings, some rumors, but I did not know that she was this lit. So Judge Boyd is definitely going to be a playlist for us. Thank you for, we're going down this rabbit hole because I can identify with all these. I can hit you with all the points of that's going on. This is my ish because I know all about this from firsthand experience of being probably one of the worst criminals in history.
But hey, if you made it this far, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share to be aware, put me in that algorithm because I need to be there, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me, but
Fuck that little 10. I'm maxed out.